Welcome to the latest edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. As always, I do thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Hopefully you'll find them informative. And if you decide to go to the store to look at a book, you will remember my review and think, oh, did he like that? Didn't he or did he? Well, we got an interesting book today for you. It is How to Be a Boss Bitch. Stop apologizing for who you are and get the life you want by Quinn. This is published by Abrams Image and it retails for $36.99. I was not familiar with Quinn. She reportedly was one of the stars. She thought she was the star, of course, but she was one of the stars of Selling Sunset, a Netflix series that was very popular. I think it was on for 5 seasons. Now, I do know one of the people who was on it, Chriselle Staus. I read Chriselle's book, and I did review it here on YouTube and Facebook about 5 or 6 months ago. It was called Under Construction, which was very interesting because I watched her on Days of Our Lives, which I shouldn't admit that, but I do. So, anyways, Quinn was on Selling Sunset. Now, in the book, she talks about that she really was the reason people watched. She was the star that people tuned in, even though there were several other women there. But this is I don't know. It's an interesting book. Like she says on the back here, let's get one thing straight up front. If you're going to call me a bitch, I'm going to take it as a compliment. Now, this is not Shakespeare here. We're not getting into Shakespeare, of course. We're getting into a lady who wants to sell her brand and her product. She is into real estate. She's quite a successful real estate agent, and that's what Selling Sunset was all about. It was real estate and women arguing about everything. But in the book, she does cover a lot of topics. And she does get bitchy at times because that's what the title's all about. And likely the word bitch is in the book like maybe 500 times she uses the word. I didn't count and I'm not going to count. So, but if you're a fan of hers, I'm sure you will want to read this book. If you've never heard of her and you're curious about her, pick it up, have a look at it. She does cover a lot of topics in the book. One of the chapters is, what kind of a boss bitch are you? And she has 10 questions with 5 choices for each question. Now, based on your responses, you'll find out what kind of a boss bitch you are. I don't know if you do want to find that out. And once you do find that out, what are you going to do with it? You can brag to your friends, I'm boss bitch type A or type E or B or C or D. I don't know. And there are other interesting chapters in the book as well, where she talks about mind your vagina. Don't think I've ever used that word here on my videos yet. I could have said Regina, but mind your vagina. And in that chapter, she talks about you shouldn't have sex on the first date if you really care for the guy. And you shouldn't even really kiss on the first date, sort of hold out for later. Now, unless you want a one-night stand, that she also talks about too. If you don't want a long relationship, then I guess you can put out on the first date. I don't know. But anyways, this is serious stuff. And she also has a chapter on get rich. She is suddenly a financial guru. And in this chapter, she says how to save 20% from every paycheck. Because if you do that, the savings will add up. And you'll have more money than you think. Because if you earn it and spend it, you won't be able to enjoy the luxuries of life later. Now, she obviously she's part of the good life. Her husband is very rich, so she really wouldn't have to work, but she still works. She still sells her brand, and she has a son, and she's very proud of her son. Let's not knock that. She's a good mother, and she does talk about him glowingly, of course. But within the pages of the book, she also has chapters on MILF money. And it's, let's just say, this book is not for everybody. I don't know if it's, well, I don't know if you have to be a bitch to read it. I don't think I'm a bitch. I'm a lot of things. Crazy book reviewer, but anyways, I don't think I'm a bitch. But somebody had to read it. Like, there's nobody else here to read it, just me. So anyways, How to Be a Boss Bitch is interesting. And like I say, it's up to the reader to decide if they like her, or if they're a fan of her, then you will likely want to read this. If you're not, if you're curious, you might want to read this as well. The book has sold well. She's a controversial person in many ways. She's very opinionated. She's a bit on the conceited side, but I guess if you look that good and you have that much money and you're that popular, I guess you can be anything you want to be. So that's just the book I wanted to draw to your attention today. Say it one more time: How to Be a Boss Bitch. And so let me know if you agree with my book review. So I had fun doing this. This is different. So until we meet again, stay safe, stay sane. I might not stay sane if I have to read more books like this. But anyways, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.